Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your free daily guide for inner child healing and repairing the relationship with yourself. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful binaural beats meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us today on this journey of healing, self-expansion, and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. As a celebration of recently passing episode 500, I've opened up a free membership tier for our Patreon community. And this is so that you can access additional resources as well as join our weekly Zoom support calls for free. I understand that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I know that so many people are really struggling. And so my hope with this is to encourage others to take up the serious work of reparenting and to offer a free community where people can do that. I'd also like to thank everyone who's been along for the journey so far. We've passed episode 550 and continuing beyond. And so this is just a reminder to you all that this is a free podcast, but if you'd like to support the project, you can purchase the Reparenting Daily Journal where you can follow us along all year. This 333-page journal gives you extra insight and resources for each week and also provides space for you to keep your notes. Another way to support the podcast is to purchase the Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, volumes 1 through 3. This collection organizes famous and obscure fairy tales from around the world into 3 phases of the hero's journey, from beginning, middle to end. While you may think that fairy tales are for kids, I'd like to challenge you. These stories contain profound truths and lessons carried down over centuries that we can use in our own reparenting journeys. It's a fun way to reconnect with your inner child. Each volume comprises 10 fairy tales. Each volume also contains an analysis section that helps you dive deeper into the message, as well as journal prompts with space for you to keep your notes. Lastly, you can also support this podcast by taking a paid Patreon subscription, by purchasing some of the books that are available on Amazon, or by donating on Buy Me a Coffee. You can find all this information on the Support Us section on the website. Thank you again for your time. And so now with these announcements out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is an article entitled How to Use Mindful Poetry for Personal Growth. And this article is by Gamut of a Poem. As always, you can find the link in the show notes. Just as a reminder, we're in December, and the theme for this month is reflecting and setting intentions. We're in week 1, which is December 1st until the 7th. And the theme for this first week is reflecting on your growth. How to use mindful poetry for personal growth. When was the last time you took a moment to simply stand and stare? This beautiful scene of a classic and timeless poem, Leisure, will inspire you to do so. Engaging with mindful poetry is a powerful practice for personal growth and well-being. When your mind feels overcluttered, do you search for a quiet corner to let go? In a world full of care, as W.H. Davies wrote, poetry offers a quiet refuge. By exploring various poems, you find a place to stand still and absorb the world, just as the speaker of the poem, Leisure, yearns to do. This practice allows you to reflect on your own emotions and see the world with a renewed sense of wonder. Take a moment to read and reflect on the poem. Leisure by W.H. Davies. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and share, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows, no time to see when woods we pass where squirrels hide their nuts in grass, no time to see in broad daylight streams of full stars like skies at night, no time to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet and how they can dance, no time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile of her eyes began. A poor life this if full of care, we have no time to stand and stare. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Today's reading reminds you that self-reflection isn't just an intellectual practice. It's also an act of slowing down enough to notice your own life. Mindful poetry becomes that doorway. The world pushes constant noise, urgency, productivity, and pressure. And the result is that your internal life gets crowded out. Davies' poem Leisure exposes that modern poverty, the poverty of no longer seeing beauty. It insists that a life without stillness, wonder, or presence is not really a life at all. Engaging with poetry initially, sitting with the images, sensations, and emotional shifts, creates space for growth by slowing the mind and widening your awareness. The poem forces you to confront how easily you can rush through your days, missing the small miracles that could nourish you. When you stop, full of care, and notice the world again, light on water, movement of animals, and the expression on someone's face, you reconnect with your own humanity. These micro pleasures are where clarity, reflection, and emotional grounding come alive. This practice aligns perfectly with this week's theme, reflecting on your growth. Growth requires looking at how you live, not just what you do. If you never pause, you cannot evaluate, celebrate, or adjust. Davies challenges you to reclaim the art of presence. Growth doesn't always come from massive effort. It often comes from seeing things clearly again. From remembering that beauty still exists, from giving yourself permission to stop running long enough to stand and stare. Reflection begins in stillness. As we go to the journal prompts for today, number 1, where in your life have you been moving so fast that you've stopped noticing beauty, joy, or simple moments that used to ground you? Number 2, what is one recent moment, tiny, fleeting, that unexpectedly softened you or made your day better, even if only for a second? And number 3, make a short, honest list. What are the moments in your life that naturally make you stand and stare? What do they reveal about what matters most to you? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment. life.